Good morning and welcome to day number 3. Let's light up the chat and say what we're most excited about for today. And also, let's get on our feet and welcome to the stage, Mr. Russell Brunson!
What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. From all around the world, so excited to see all your faces today. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to day number 3 of the 5-day lead challenge. Have you guys been enjoying this process so far? I'm actually really curious. This is the first time we've ever done training like this, where we go live every single day, I whiteboard out a strategy, we give you the tactics, we give you the one-pager, go do the homework assignment. I'm curious, I'd love to know in the comments. I'll read these afterwards, but let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying this process. I think it's a fun, cool new way to train. So if you do like it, let me know. If you're getting a lot of value out of it, I'd love to be able to see it. So let me know in the comments down below. One really cool thing that I'm excited about, I'm going to kind of let you guys know and then we'll jump into the training. As we were planning this, I was having so much fun with it. A lot of you guys know we do a training called One Funnel Way. How many of you guys have ever heard of the One Funnel Way Challenge or been part of the One Funnel Way Challenge? Okay, so we launched the One Funnel Way Challenge about 2 years ago now. And in the last 2 years, over 70,000 people have gone through it, which is crazy. So thank you. Hope you had a chance to go through it and you enjoyed it. But it's been 2 years and I love teaching. I get excited and I don't know about you, every time I talk about something, I get off stage, I'm like, oh, I want to do it again. I could change this. I could tweak this. I can make it better. And I really decided after OFA, I was like, I want to do it again. And I'm really enjoying this process. And so I talked to my team. I was like, what if we did OFA again, but this time do it live? And do it live over 30 days where we do the same process. So I come up here, I talk to you guys for 30 minutes or so, give you a one-pager, give you a homework assignment, and go. And we do that every single day over 30 days. And the end of it, we do the next tier, right? This whole 5-day lead challenge is all about getting your first lead funnel, getting leads coming in. The One Funnel Way challenge is about creating your very first sales funnel. We're actually selling products and making money. So my question for you is, if we were to do that, if we were to go and do One Funnel Way live starting Monday, how many of you guys would be interested in being part of that? If so, let us know in the comments down below because I'm pretty sure that's what we're planning on doing because I am really enjoying this process. I don't want it to stop. I want to do this every day for the next 30 days. So anyway, we'll talk more about that towards the end of this week. But if you guys are interested to extending this experience and going from here's me generating leads snag, now how do we start selling products and building out full-out sales funnels? That's what the new One Funnel Way Challenge is going to be. It's going to be simplified from the old one. Every single day we'll have a one-pager, a homework assignment. It'll be really fun and it'll be exciting. So that's happening later on this week. So I want to kind of let you guys know about, or starting next week, Monday, we're going to start the new One Funnel Way Challenge. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening. All right, with that said, I'm going to jump into today. We got so many fun things. How many, by the way, how many guys went and did the assignment yesterday and actually got your one-pager account set up and created your very first one-pager, your very first lead magnet? Okay, we've been watching the comments and the things. There's been a little bit of chaos on our side. Obviously, one-pager is a brand new product. You guys are the first people ever to use it. And I've already seen so many people creating their one-pagers. People finding a couple bugs, which has been nice. Let us know. We're trying to get all those things fixed up. There's a lot of cool new features and things coming out with it. But as of right now, it's pretty cool, right? All the one-pagers that I've been giving you guys, I built those myself. That was me. I'm not technical. I was able to build those. It took me a little while, and I had so much fun with it. And so, like I said, literally today I'm going to start working on the One Funnel Way one-pagers because I got all the one-pagers for this week done yesterday, actually. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed one-pager. If not, if you haven't done your homework assignment yet, make sure you go back to day number 2, which was yesterday, watch the training, get the one-pager, and then go and create your one-pager. That's how you're taking your framework we talked about and turning it into something tangible that you can trade somebody in exchange for the email address. Okay, and one-pager is the coolest way I've ever found to do that. So that's exciting. Okay, so before I dive into today, this is me, one of my favorite things about my role in this whole game is I get to do cool marketing stuff, and then I get to tell you guys what I'm doing behind. I feel like I'm the Wizard of Oz, and it's like I do something amazing, and I'm like, hey, come behind the curtain. Let me show you what we just did. Okay, so yesterday we talked a lot about frameworks. Now I'm going to open the curtain and show you guys kind of what's happening, right? When we planned out the 5-day lead challenge, what did I do? I said, okay, what's the end result? The end result we're trying to get somebody, right? Is to create a funnel with leads coming in. I said, okay, to do that, if I was to break it down over 5 days, of all the frameworks that I have, that I've taught, that I know, that I understand, what are the frameworks that people need to be able to have success and be able to do that, right? And so day number 1, I shared with you guys the overarching framework, right? Here's the big framework of how to generate leads online. Okay, that was what day number 1 was. Kind of a big, broad overview of like, this is how it works, right? And I walked through all the pieces. Like, you have to have a lead magnet. Then you got to have a squeeze page. Then you got to have an email sequence. Then you have to drive traffic. And so day 1 was me sharing the framework of the entire week, right? And then yesterday, if you guys noticed, when I taught, all I did is I had 3 frameworks I taught you guys. Did you catch this? Okay. I had 3 frameworks. Okay. How many of you guys remember this? The very first framework that I showed you guys was my framework. In fact, I'll go back here and show you guys. Let me flip my whiteboard back over. Okay. The first framework I talked about with you guys was this one right here, right? Talking about who is your dream customer, what's the result you're trying to get for them, and then what are the steps to that journey, right? Okay, so that was the framework I taught you guys. Now, when I taught you guys, did you notice how I taught this? I didn't just say, okay, here's how the framework works, right? The way I taught it is, first off, what I did is I told you the story about how I learned or I earned it, right? Then I walked you through the overarching strategy. Here's the concept of how it works. Okay, and then your homework assignment, the 1-pager, gave you the tactics, right? And I shared a ton of case studies throughout, think of like how this worked for me and for other people, right? So that was the first framework I shared. Okay, second framework I shared, boom, was called the ultimate result, right? What is the ultimate result, right? Then what are the core results? And from there, what are the splinter results? And from there, we're gonna grab it and create your 1-pager, okay? That was the second framework I taught was the ultimate result, right? And then the third framework I taught was what? Boom, my framework for how to teach frameworks. Okay, like that literally was it. So there's behind the curtains. Yesterday I was like, hey, what are the frameworks I need to teach them today from my bag of frameworks, my bag of tricks, the things that I have. They're gonna help give them the tools they need to be successful with day number 2. Okay, so day number 3, today when I was planning it out, I was okay, day number 3, we're talking about actually creating your lead funnel, right? You've got a lead magnet now you need a funnel. This is the mechanism, this is the tool that's gonna give somebody to give you their email address in exchange for your lead magnet, right? So I was like, hey, what are the frameworks that they need today for this to understand, for them to make sense? And then I'm gonna go and give them the tool, right? And so there's 2 frameworks I'm gonna be teaching today, okay? So hopefully you guys are seeing this, like I'm practicing what I'm preaching. I'm not just, just pulling these things out of my head. Like I'm showing you guys exactly what I'm doing. And hopefully this is giving you a model, okay? I always tell people I feel like my main role here at ClickFunnels is to be like someone who's doing things so you guys can look at it and you can model it in your business, right? Like I don't need to keep doing live trainings. I don't need to keep, I'm fine. Like financially, I'm good. Like I could take a break. I could take a year or 2 or 6 years off and be completely fine. Okay, I keep doing this because I love it. Number 1, I love this game. It's so much fun. But number 2, I'm trying to show you guys models. So you can be like, oh, I can see how I can model that in my business. Oh, I can do what Russell did over here. I could do a 5-day challenge. What would be my frameworks? What would I teach people, right? I could create my own lead magnet. What would I create? Russell showed me 3 of his. Like, what could I do for a lead magnet, right? I'm trying to show you guys stuff so you can look at it, you can think through it, and figure out how to model that for your specific business as well. Okay, and that's why I keep playing the game. That's why I keep sharing. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to keep on talking until I can't talk anymore because I love this stuff. I love seeing the ahas that you guys have. Okay, I remember when I first got into this game, man, 18, 19 years ago now, and I was a young kid. I was wrestling at Boise State University, and I was learning about this stuff. This is before webinars. I remember back then, people did teleseminars. And so I would get the teleseminar recording. And I had this little tape recorder that I got at Radio Shack. And I would go hook it up to my phone system. I click record and tape these teleseminars onto cassette tapes. Right? And then because I was most of the time I was in school or different places, so I couldn't listen to them live and I wanted to hear them over and over again. So I taped them on these cassette tapes, and then I'd go on wrestling trips, and we'd be in these vans. We have 8, 10, 12-hour drives in these vans. And I get these cassette tapes out of these teleseminars that I'd recorded of people teaching some of these concepts when I first learned them. I remember sitting in the tape, listening in the car with my headphones on, and everyone else in the car sleeping or listening to music. I'm listening to these guys talk about these marketing principles. And I remember just feeling so alive and so excited. I'm just like, this is the most exciting thing in the world. Okay, and for me, I've had a chance to discover these things. I remember how excited I was when I first learned them and I first applied them. They actually worked. I was freaking out. And so for me, the closest thing I can get to that same excitement is coming to you and sharing with them. Like when I see your guys' eyes light up, or you get that aha moment, or whatever those things are, for me, it's like me, I have a chance to relive it again through you guys. And so that's why I love doing this. That's why I love sharing these things. And hopefully you guys feel that coming through for me. Okay. Did you notice, by the way, when I told you guys the story the framework for how to teach frameworks, how I started it, by the way, yesterday? Right? I told you my story about how I learned or I earned it when I was on stage and I was casting my pearls before swine. You notice I told that story before I gave you this framework, okay? The pattern is repeated over and over and over again. Okay. All right, so that said, now we're going to jump into today. Which again, the goal today is for us to build out our very first funnel, okay? So I'm gonna talk about 2 core frameworks you have to understand, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll probably get done a little earlier today. We're gonna give you a 1-pager, which is gonna give you assignment. It's gonna walk you through the tactics, and you're actually gonna have a chance to build your funnel today. Now, I pre-built 6 funnels for you guys this weekend. You can pick any of the 6 or download all of them. You're going to have them, and it's giving you the framework. I'm going to be giving you a new software tool that Jim Edwards built for you guys. We're literally filling some blanks. You click a button, it writes all the copy for every single page here inside your lead funnel, which is insanely cool, and a bunch of other really cool things. So that's what's happening. And then tomorrow, we've got a special guest coming in that's going to be, I'm excited to introduce her. She's going to be coming. We're talking about the emails you send out. Okay, and so that'll be happening tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have another special guest who's actually flying here from Texas. She just sent me a picture of her at the airport, and she's gonna be teaching you guys how to launch these funnels and start getting traffic coming in for free. So it's gonna be, the rest of the week's are really fun and exciting, okay? All right, but for right now, we're gonna dive into building out your lead funnel. Now, I'm curious, how many of you guys here who are watching have had a chance to read any of my books? Specifically, the .com Secrets book. So .com Secrets book is the first book I wrote. The hardbound version, new updated hardbound version. If you have the softbound, it's good. This one's way better. I rewrote this from the ground up. I added, I added like 40 or 50,000 new words to this, new frameworks, new things. It's awesome. But in this book, this is the book that teaches the core fundamentals of funnel building. If you don't have a copy yet, you can get a free copy at .comsecrets.com. But this is, a lot of stuff I'm teaching you guys today comes from this book. So if you want to go deeper into that, make sure you get a copy of the .com Secrets book, okay? Okay, so one of the principles I talk about in .com Secrets book is this concept that I call the value ladder, okay? And some of you guys have heard me talk about this before, but this is, for you to be successful with funnels and lead funnels and all the stuff we're talking about, you have to understand this core principle. It's something that's so simple, but when you get it, it changes everything, okay? So if you look at this, I'm gonna draw 2 axes on this thing, okay? Over here, this is gonna be price, and this is gonna be value. Okay. Now you think about it as a business owner, you want to provide the most amount of value possible for people to come into your world, right? And so I think about that like if somebody comes to me like, Russell, I read your books. This is really, really cool. I want like, what's the best thing you can offer me? Like whatever it is, I will give you whatever it takes. I want you to just to do this whole thing. Like what's the most value you can possibly offer me? The highest amount of value, right? So for me, if I was to like provide you guys at home the most amount of value, it would be basically, I would pay for you to fly out here to my house. We sit in a room for a week. I figure out what your business is, your product, and then I would go out and write the scripts for your sales letters. I would create your funnels. I would drive traffic. I would do everything for you, right? Like that's the most value I could offer, right? If I just did the whole thing for you, you guys don't even think about it, right? The value would be insane to be clear up here. But the problem is because it would take so much time and effort from me and from my staff, from my team, and from everything, because of that, the price would also be high as well, right? And so this would be like the most value I could possibly. Let me do a smiley face. This is like the most value I could possibly give to you, okay? Now, honestly, if I was to do something like that, the reality, because of just how much time and effort it would take me to provide that much value, this is something that I would probably have to sell for at least $1 million cash up front, plus I'd say 40 to 60% of the company, depending on how much I'm actually running long term, okay? But that's how the most value I can possibly provide somebody. Okay? Now, it's funny, you think about this. If I was to walk up to you on the side of the street the very first day, I'm like, hey, my name's Russell Brunson, and I would love to build a funnel for you. If you want to write me a check for $1 million plus give me 60% of your company, I will do this for you. How many of you guys would be like, that's awesome, Russell, I'm going to do it? Right? How many of you guys would look at me and be like, Russell, you look like you're 11 years old. You want $1 million to build a funnel, and then you want more than half of my business? Makes no sense, right? Okay? The reason is because I've provided no value at this point. You have no context. Like, is that a good deal or a bad? I don't even know, right? So traditionally in businesses, we don't just go lead with our best thing because we haven't shown value to the people first, right? So instead what we do is we come down here at the bottom of the value ladder. We say, okay, what's something I can do that provides value that's not going to cost a ton of money, right? I'm going to do something right here. Okay, so for me and for you, this is like a lead funnel, right? Give me your email address. Okay, so the price isn't very much. Give me your email address. I'm going to give you this lead magnet. Okay, and you're going to get it. You're going to get some value from that lead magnet, right? And they get that and they're like, oh my gosh, this is really good. And what do we do as humans? When we get value from something, what do we naturally want? Okay, if we get value from something or from somebody, we naturally want more. So if people come and get value at this level, like this is amazing, that's awesome, say cool. The next thing they say is, oh, how can I get more value? Okay, and now you step them up your value ladder to the next thing. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Okay, the price goes up, but the value goes up as well. Okay, a good case of this is like you buy one of my books. My books are free plus shipping, right? So it's $10 basically get my book. The value's here, but the price is low. You get that, you read the book, like this is amazing, I want more, right? Then you sign for ClickFunnels, then you come to our events, and like naturally you start setting up, okay? And so that happens here. And if somebody gets value here, they go to the next tier, boom, they go to the next tier, until eventually this is not that expensive. Okay, I guarantee if I send an email to my list today and said, hey, I'm gonna be building out 5 people's funnels, it's $1 million down and I want 50% of your business, I guarantee I get 5 people within 24 hours. Okay, because there's people who've gone through this process with me who understand the value of what I bring to the table, and that'd be a no-brainer, okay? Because they've been through this before, okay? You think about this, this is true in like all aspects of life. Think about your significant other, the first time you met them, right? Okay, if you came to, like, let's say you're gonna go on a date with a girl and you're like, hey, you are cute, the most value I can provide for you, I wanna get married, we're gonna have a bunch of kids, and then grandkids, it's gonna be amazing, right? If you said that to a girl or to a dude or whatever, they'd be like, you're crazy, like, this person is nuts, right? And they're gonna freak out. So that's not how you go approach somebody if you wanna date them or whatever, right? You start down here and you say, hey, do you wanna go on a date? Like, okay, how's that work? Like, we're gonna go out to dinner and a movie, right? The price isn't that high, the value's not that big, a deal, they go on a date, and then what happens? If the date goes good and the person receives value, like, this was a great date. Naturally, I want more. Then you say, hey, do you want to go on a second date? And they're like, yeah. Okay, do you want to go on another date? And eventually, okay, there's a time where you come and say, hey, do you want to get married? I want to have kids with you and have a family and we'll have grandkids someday. Where all of a sudden that question's not this thing that freaks them out. It's like, yes, of course, you give me value every single step in this relationship. I want to continue that forever. Okay? So it works in relationships, works in business, works everywhere. And so this we have to understand. This is what I call the value ladder. Okay, and so this is what we're doing here inside the 5-day lead challenge. We're introducing people into our world here at the bottom of the value ladder. Okay, we're giving them something where the cost is their email address. It's not expensive. Give me your email. I'm going to give you this thing. And if they get that first framework, they get that first one page, they get that first lead magnet, they go through and they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want more. I want to go on a second date. Okay, I want to go to the next step. I want to take the next level. I want to go to the next thing with you. Now all of a sudden you build this relationship where people come over and over and over. Okay? When I first launched my books and I started giving these things away for free, it changed my entire business, right? I was doing a lot of stuff before, but like when I gave people this thing, they read it, they got value, then they wanted to go the next thing, and now we have clients that pay us $50,000, $100,000 a year and beyond because the value we provide every single step. Okay? So that's what our goal is. Now, a couple of things. If you read the .com Secrets book, I share like each tier in the value ladder, there's different types of funnels associated with them, right? So this bottom tier, right here, we call these lead funnels. I think there's 3 or 4 that I share in the book, but the one that we're gonna be going through today is the most basic, the most simple, and it's a 2-step lead funnel, okay? A lead squeeze funnel, okay? So that's the first one. This tier in the value ladder, typically what we use, what I call unboxing funnels. My handwriting's horrible, but there's an unboxing funnels, okay? And earlier I told you guys about the One Funnel Away Challenge. The One Funnel Away Challenge, actually, we spend all the time at this tier in the value ladder. Okay, the sales funnel we build out is a type of unboxing funnel, and that's what we do during the One Funnel Away Challenge. Okay, the next tier up from here is what we call presentation funnels. Presentation funnels. This is where we're selling a little more expensive things. This is doing like a webinar or doing a product launch funnel, things like that. So there's different types of funnels that sell the higher ticket stuff. And the top tier, this is where we're selling the really expensive stuff. There are different high ticket funnels that we use as well. Okay? And so again, each tier of the value ladder, there's different types of funnels we use. Okay? But for this training, for the 5-day lead challenge, we're spending all of our time focused at this tier of the value ladder, generating leads, okay? And again, there's a couple types of funnels that we build, but the most basic, the most simple one is just a 2-step lead funnel, okay? And so that's what we're all gonna be creating today. Okay, and this is something that's not complicated, it's not hard, it's not frustrating. You literally can create this today and be done. If you create your lead magnet, your one-pager yesterday, you've got everything you need today to have your funnel completely done, completely finished, and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing today for your homework assignment, is actually building it out inside of ClickFunnels, which is gonna be so much fun. I made a whole video showing you the process and walking you through it, okay? So again, that's the first framework I wanna teach you guys, was the value ladder, okay? So I'll write value ladder here so you can remember. There's the value ladder, okay? And again, if you wanna go deeper into this, get more examples and case studies, .com Secrets book, I share a bunch of different ones, okay? So that's the value ladder. Okay, so now I wanna go here. We're gonna talk about this right here. We're gonna talk about the lead funnels. So on day 1, I kind of told you guys a little bit about the double your dating funnel that I found when I was first getting started, when I was first trying to build a list, right? Where Eben Pagan had the KISS test. You guys remember me showing you that? Where it's like, step 1, give me your email address, I'm gonna teach you the KISS test. And on page 2, it gave you the KISS test. That was the lead magnet, right? And so prior to that, before, like that was one of the first, we call it a squeeze page, and I'll explain why here in a minute, but it was one of the very first squeeze pages I'd ever seen. Now prior to that, I'd learned about list building, and the way that people built lists back then was different. Okay, now again, I've been online doing this now for over 18 years, which is crazy. So back when I got started in this, the game was different, right? It was way harder. This is before Facebook ads, before YouTube, before MySpace, right? When I got started, MySpace wasn't a thing yet. In fact, do you guys remember what the social network was pre-MySpace? Okay, the OGs remember this. It was called Friendster, and we were trying to figure out how to use Friendster to build lists. But back then, it was a little bit differently. So this is what the internet looked like back then, okay? People would have a website, okay? And there's a website here, and this is what my doodle of a website looks like, okay? All right, so there's a website. And if you remember this, you would go to somebody's website, right? You go to Google, or you go to Yahoo, or Ask Jeeves, or whatever it was back in the day, and you go somewhere, you show up at this website, and then what would happen? Do you guys remember this? I'll give you a hint. It was like the most annoying thing on the planet. Okay, you show up at this website, you're like, this is awesome. I'm reading this thing, and all of a sudden this thing would pop up. And they call it what? A pop-up. This pop-up would come up and be like, a lot of times like, congratulations, you won. You're the 1 millionth visitor to our website. Put your email address down below to get a 30% discount. Do you guys remember seeing these? And so it's like this thing, like, put your email address in and click submit, and you'd win. So that was kind of what these pop-ups were, okay? And the people that I knew that I was learning from initially, this is how they're making their money. This is how they're building a list. They would go and they would do pop-ups. And so they drive traffic to your site and they get a pop-up, okay? And people put the email address in, they started building a list, okay? And it was interesting. And then what started happening, I love the history of this. Then I remember for me, I was like, well, I don't have a website that had a bunch of traffic to it. Like, how do I want pop-ups. And so there were these pop-up advertising networks where you could go in and say, okay, here's my pop-up. I want it to show up on 1,000 sites or 1 million sites or whatever. You put in how many impressions you wanted. So when somebody would go to a random site, and because I paid for it, my pop-up would pop up. And it would pop up like, hey, congratulations, thanks for coming to the website. Put your email address in down below for this free report or for this free lead magnet, right? And so for a while, that's what I was doing. It was awesome. I was paying in these networks. I was paying money to have my pop-up show up on all these websites around the internet. And I started building lists. I was like, this is so cool. But then what happened? Okay, it started getting more annoying because what would happen is that these advertisers would be like, well, if I can sell one pop-up for like 30 cents, what if I sold 3 or 10 or 12? And how do you guys remember this? You go to a website, and all of a sudden you'd be like, pop-up, like 4 or 5 pop-ups would pop up, and you're like, what's happening to my computer? It's freaking out, right? Internet Explorer's crashing, and it's this whole nightmare, right? And so it got more and more annoying to the point where like Internet Explorer and the browser were like, this is done, let's just block all pop-ups. And instantly, overnight, they created these things called pop-up blockers. They would block all these pop-ups, and boom, they were gone. Now, for those who, most of you guys were probably in this spot at a time in your life, you're like, thank heavens the pop-ups are gone. But on the other side, the marketers like me, who are building huge lists of millions of people off these pop-ups, started freaking out. Like, our lead source is gone. It just dried up. It disappeared overnight, right? And they're freaking out, and we're freaking out like, wow, what do we do? Okay? A lot of people thought it was the end of the internet as we know it, right? And then there were some really smart people. And I don't know who it was initially, but someone said, what if we take this model, someone comes to a website, and then this thing pops up where we get their email address, and what if we flip it around? And people are like, what are you talking about? So what if we did this? What if the first thing people see instead is this page that says, hey, here's the free report. They put in your name and your email address, right? And then they click submit, and then it takes them to the actual website, right? That was the premise. And so instead of driving people to the website and having a pop-up, we would drive them directly to the pop-up. And I remember people, like this was like the debate and all the marketing forums back in the day, like, no, you can't do that. You're an idiot because then nobody's actually going to see your website. And people are like, yeah, but then I can't get emails. I can't follow up with people and no one's buying. I have to follow up them a bunch of times before they're willing to buy, and all sorts of stuff like that. And so this was the controversy, okay? And about this time is when a couple people started testing it. One of them was Eben Pagan, okay? The guy who owned W Your Dating. This is where he said, okay, let me try this. Boom, free, give me your email address. I'm going to give you the free KISS test. People put the email address in, come over here, learn the KISS test, got value, and then the bottom page sold him his ebook. Boom, blew it up into $20 million business. Okay? Then other people started doing it. I was like, oh my gosh, this actually works. Okay, now think about the metrics on this. What would happen, let's say you had 100, actually, let's go this way. Okay, let's say over here, let's say you had 100 visitors come to your website, right? 100 visitors come, so 100 times this pop-up came up, maybe you got like 20% of the people to put their email address in here, right? So 100% of people saw your website and only 20% joined your list, okay? Now you flip it over here, what would happen is you send those same 100 people that come over here, and from here you get anywhere from, who knows, let's say 20% again. So 20% of people give you their email address, right? But then only 20% of people actually ever see your site. And so people are like, this is not going to work because you got 1/5 as much traffic actually sees your site. Okay, what they didn't realize is, and this is what made the whole thing work, is that these 20% of people then gave you the email address, right? Now you have the email address, and you could go out here and you can send an email. Okay, so like, again, 20% would see that, and you send an email to this 20%, and you remind them about the thing. And you send another email, and you send remind them. And then you send another email, and you can send 3 or 4 emails, push people back to this thing, and you can follow up with them. And they found at the time, I don't know if the numbers are the same or not, but at the time, it took someone on average 7 times seeing your website before they were willing to buy. So what was happening in the past is you pay for an ad as soon as come here, pay for them, and after 7 times of seeing your ad, then they'd buy. Where now what happens, you pay for them once, they join your list, and you send out email 1, 2, 3, 4. By email 7, a huge percentage had bought the thing, but now you have them on your list, right? Now you have them on your list. Now what do you do with that list? Okay, well, you have them on your list now. You come back to your value ladder and say, okay, they're on my list now. I sent 7 or 5, 6 emails. Someone bought my very first product. Well, what's the next thing I sell? Oh, I can sell them this. Oh, I can sell them this. And all of a sudden, they had the ability to now generate their own traffic. They have their own leads. They own traffic now. They don't always have to go to Facebook or to Google or YouTube to buy new leads, right? They own the list. They can say, I want to send the list over there. And they send an email, and boom, the list shows up there. I want to send it over here, boom, and they can just send it to different places, okay? When we had this idea for the 5-day lead challenge like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to do this thing. We put up a squeeze page, right? I said, hey, opt into this page. I sent emails to my list, and 35,000 of you came and opted in. I didn't have to pay Zuckerberg for that list. I didn't have to pay that came because I own that traffic, right? I can send it to different places, okay? And so it changed the dynamics of people's businesses, all right? So you come back here, yeah, maybe only 20% of people give you email address, but now with 20% you can follow up, you close a higher percentage, and when all is said and done, at the end of the day, you actually end up making more money. Okay, and that was the power. Now, the cool thing about the internet's actually gotten cooler since back in the day, because now you can have these things called retargeting ads. We're not going to go deep into this, but you've seen this before. You can put a retargeting pixel on this page, so someone comes, and 20% give you the email address, but 80% leave. So 80% of these people leave, right? Like, oh, they're gone. But Facebook and YouTube and Google allow you to follow those people around and keep pushing them back, until you get a higher percentage of people to actually come and put their email address in. Okay, that's outside the context we're talking about right now, but it's pretty cool because retargeting has given us the ability to the people who bounce and leave to keep getting them, keep coming back, and keep pushing them into your funnels. Okay, so that is what a lead squeeze is. We call this a squeeze page because traffic's coming and you're squeezing their email address out, and then you're giving them value. And if they receive value at this step in the tier, right, from your lead magnet, like this is amazing, I want more, then they naturally want to ascend up the value ladder. Okay? People that came into Double Your Dating, they came for the KISS test. They read this KISS test like, this is amazing. They read down like, what else does this person have? I want more value. I want to go on a second date with them, right? And at the end of the KISS test, right, what would Eben offer him? He said, okay, well, you got the KISS test. I've got this ebook called Double Your Dating for $97. You want to buy the ebook? People are like, heck yeah, they bought the ebook. Boom, right? Then people read the ebook like, this is amazing. I got a bunch of cool stuff. And Eben's like, cool, if you like the ebook, guess what? I've got a live event where we teach men how to do this in life. Okay, this live event's X amount of dollars, and people come to the event. Not everyone, okay, but a big percentage of people who got value at this step wanted the next step. And then the live event, he's like, oh, by the way, these mentoring coaching programs, boom, push people to the next step. Okay, and that's how this game is played. Okay, now for you, all you guys are gonna think about is a little bit different. Like, what does your business look like? Like, what's my value ladder? Like, you all have to kind of figure out what's gonna be because everyone's different, right? I remember when my wife and I first got married. I had not had dental insurance for, probably 5 or 6 years. I got married, my parents cut me off. They're like, you're an adult now, good luck. So I had no dental insurance because I couldn't afford it. Fast forward like 6 years later, my business is running. I have a couple employees. My employees come to me and they're like, hey, Russell, since I work for you, can I get benefits? And now to put it in context, I'd never actually had a job before. I was wrestling, so I never had a job. So I had a couple employees like, Russell, we have benefits. I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, benefits where you pay for stuff for us. I'm like, I pay your salary. They're like, no, like dental insurance and health insurance. And I was like, is this really a thing? I never heard that before, right? Like, yeah, it really is. I'm like, okay. So I went and we figured out how to get benefits for our employees, and we got dental insurance, right? And so I'm like, sweet, I haven't been to a dentist in 6 years. Like, I should go to a dentist. And about that time, I get in the mail a lead magnet. I got this thing in the mail. It was a yellow postcard. It said, hey, there's a new, we're new dentists in town. If you want, you can come into to our office and get a free teeth cleaning. And my wife and I are like, sweet, we haven't cleaned our teeth in 6 years outside of our own brushing. Let's go. Boom, there's the lead magnet, right? Okay, so we call the dentist like, hey, we got this big old yellow postcard in the mail. Can we get our teeth cleaned? They're like, sure, it's free. Come on in. So we come on in, right? Boom, I get the lead magnet. The dentist or the hygienist is in there working on my teeth, cleaning my teeth, providing what? providing value and like getting my teeth clean and doing all sorts of stuff. The dentist comes in afterwards looking like, cool, your teeth are clean. I just had a question for you. Like, are you a smoker? Do you drink coffee or something? And I was like, what? No, I'm not a smoker. No, I don't drink coffee either. Like, why would you ask that? He said, oh, well, your teeth are kind of yellow. Like, I don't know if you noticed or not. They're turning kind of yellow. I assume maybe you drink coffee or you smoke or something. I'm like, no, like, no, I don't do any of that stuff. He's like, oh, well, if you want, he's like, I can provide you more value. He didn't say that, but I can give you a teeth whitening kit where you can start whitening your teeth at home. That way it goes from yellow back to white. I was like, are you kidding me? Yes, please do that. He's like, cool, let me get you fitted for some teeth whitening kit. He fitted my teeth whitening kit. I was like, thank you so much. And so I get that, right? So he provided more value, and I had to pay for that, right? And then while he's doing more stuff, he's like, by the way, did you used to have braces when you were young? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, oh, I can tell because your teeth are recrowding. And a lot of times it happens when you get braces off over years that your teeth kind of recrowd. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, they don't look bad, but they are definitely like shifting around. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, well, I don't want crooked teeth. Like, what do I do? And he's like, well, if you want, we can build a retainer for you, which will help keep your teeth in place, or we can do Invisalign, which will help you realign. And I was like, yes, please, right? And so he did what? He provided more value to me, right? And so he kept going through this thing. So by the time it was done, I got done with this experience at the dentist. I leave, I didn't write him a check for like $2,000 or $3,000. Now, am I angry about the experience? No. Why? He brought me in this thing for free. I got value. I'm like, this is amazing. I got a free teeth clean. It's amazing. He's like, hey, I can provide more value. I can make your teeth white. I'm like, sweet, make them white. He's like, oh, I can provide more value. I can keep your teeth straight. I'm like, sweet, right? And he could have offered cosmetic dentistry, whatever the thing was, right? But he had his own value ladder. That's how he made money off of me. And then the next day, my wife came in. She got her teeth cleaned, and she left the $2,000 or $3,000 check, and the process worked, right? Every business has a value ladder. And if you don't have a value ladder yet, you're probably not in a very good business, okay? Your job is to figure out, like, what's the process? Where are you taking people through? Okay, now again, that's kind of outside the context of the 5-day challenge, because our goal in the 5-day challenge is this. How do we dominate this? How do we create so much value that people are like, this is amazing. This one page of this framework has changed my life. This is awesome. I got this thing. I want more. Okay, and like I said, in the One Funnel Away Challenge we're starting on Monday, we're gonna go deep into this, right? How do you create this sales funnel? So after they receive value, they're ready to like get, and they're like, have a hole burning in their pocket. I want to give you money. Like, what's the next step? You can be like, oh, here's the next step, and push into the next funnel. Okay, and I wish I could spend like 8 hours today going deep into that, but that's what the One Funnel Away Challenge is that we're starting on Monday live, just like this. So anyway, does that make sense? So those are 2 frameworks I want to share with you guys today. Okay, the value ladder and understanding a very basic, very simple 2-step lead funnel. Okay, one of the most basic types of funnels to generate leads. Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you guys what the game plan is. Now that you have your lead magnet, today's assignment is we're going to be building out the most basic, most simple funnel. It's a 2-step funnel. Okay? On this page in the funnel, you are going to give people your actual lead magnet. Okay? The thing you created yesterday. You're going to give it to them. They're going to come here. It's going to be a big button that says download. And they're going to download your one-pager, right? You're going to tell them thank you. We call this a thank you page. Okay, because say, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me your email address. Here's where you can download the lead magnet I just promised you. Okay, this is the thank you page. Okay, this page right here is what we call a squeeze page. Okay, squeeze pages are very simple. They're very basic. They're the easiest page in the world. Okay, most of my squeeze pages take me less than 5 minutes to build. Okay, I built 6 of them for you that I'm giving you on the one page. You'll have a chance to see them in a minute. Okay, basically what a squeeze page is, there's typically a headline, maybe a subheadline, a picture of your one pager, and then a spot for them to put in their email address, and click submit. That's it. One of the most simple things in the world. Now, sometimes like Facebook, they want you to have longer pages, okay? If you do, you just add some more bullet points down below with more context of what they're gonna learn about in your one pager. But that's your squeeze page. Squeeze page, thank you page, 2 pages, most simple funnel on the planet. You can literally create it in 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And so that's what we're gonna be creating today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, a couple of things. Okay, the tool that creates these funnels. If you know me at all, if you listen to me, anything I've said in the last 6 years, you've probably heard of ClickFunnels. Okay, ClickFunnels is my company. It's a tool. It's the tool that builds funnels. We have over 120,000 active members who use it. Okay, a lot of you guys who are here already have ClickFunnels accounts. If you don't yet, I'm going to give you guys a 14-day trial to use it today, so you can build out this funnel, so you can have your very first lead squeeze funnel. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, one of my business partners, Jim Edwards, creates some really cool software that we're gonna give you for free today as well. That you're gonna go in here, you're gonna take information about who is your dream customer, right? We talked about your dream customer yesterday. Who's your dream customer? He's gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions about that. It'll get you brainstorming, who's my dream customer? What do they care about? And you fill out this form. When you fill out the form, then you're going to, there's 2 or 3 forms you're going to fill out. You fill out one about your dream customer, about things like that. And then you click a button. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to write all these things. It's going to write the headlines. It's going to write the subheadlines. It's going to write all these different bullet points. It's going to write the copy that goes right here. It's going to write all that stuff for you. You fill out a form, you click submit, it writes it all for you. Then you literally just copy it, paste it, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And now you've got a funnel that's set up and ready to convert people. And they show up. This is called copy. The words on the page are called copy. Copy is the thing that gets people to do something you need them to do. And you can guess and try to write good copy, but the software that Jim built for you is going to make this copy super easy to do. It's high converting. He took like the best headlines from all time, right? Over the last like 100 years, found the best, highest converting headlines, and you reverse engineer it into software. So you tell him your product, and it'll pop out like, here's 100 headlines based on the highest converting headlines in the history of the world. And you take those and say, oh, this one works really good for my landing page. And you can tweak it around, you can change them, but it's powerful, okay? So you don't have to guess and think like what's gonna work. Like the software is gonna write copy that's gonna work for you out of the gate. And we're giving that to you for free for being here. So that's a gift that we wanted to give you guys because it's gonna make this process simpler, okay? And so today's assignment, like I said, if you did your assignment, it means you already have the lead magnet done. So today we're gonna build the 2 pages. We're gonna plug the copy in. We're gonna plug the lead magnet in on the download button, and then you're gonna be finished. Okay? It shouldn't take that long. If it's your first time in ClickFunnels, it might take you a little bit of time, but there's a video of me walking you through every single step in the process. It's not gonna be that hard. Okay? Tomorrow, what we're gonna be doing is after somebody gives you their email address, right? Now we have these emails that go out, right? The question is, what do we say on these emails? Okay? There's actually 6 emails we sent out initially. Okay, 6 emails to build a relationship with people and get them to buy your next thing in your value ladder. Okay, so tomorrow I have a special guest, Yada Golden's gonna be coming and talking about what's saying those 6 emails. We also built software for you where you fill in the form, you click the button, and it'll pre-write these 6 emails for you, and then you plug those into ClickFunnels. So that's what's happening tomorrow. It's gonna be really, really cool. But for today, this is what we're doing, these 2 pages. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have my team pull up the 1-pager. So I'm gonna show you guys here. This is the 1-pager I'm giving you guys today. Oh, don't you love 1-pagers? They're like the most exciting thing in the world. Number 1, you notice the very top here, it says, scroll back up to the very top. It says, your next challenge, should you choose to accept, it starts soon, 1 funnel away, 30-day challenge. If you want to join the live challenge that starts Monday, okay, this is a 30-day challenge. We're going to go through and build out your actual sales funnel, the second tier in the value ladder. Click on that button, sign up. This is not... The 5-day challenge has been free. The 1 funnel away challenge is $100, okay? So if you want to go to the next step with me, if you receive value here so far, you're like, I want to go to the next tier of Russell's value ladder to figure out how to build out my next tier of my value ladder, click on that link and join the challenge, okay? You don't have to, but that's there if you're looking for it, okay? This video right here now, this is a 32-minute video of me teaching, showing the actual tactics, okay? This is me literally going to ClickFunnels and doing it, and then going to Jim's software and doing it. So you'll see me at my house, hanging out with you, doing your assignments. So you don't have to like, how's this work, Russell? I'm confused. Watch the video. I do the assignment with you. Just pause it, copy me, play, pause, and just do it with me. Okay. As you scroll down here, you'll see there's what the landing page looks like we're gonna be building. Here you can get your ClickFunnels 14-day trial. Here's where you get the Funnel Scripts Lite tool that's gonna write all the copy for you. And then these are 6 different templates I built out for you. Okay. So there's six landing page templates that are amazing. This first one right here, this is the landing page template that's been the highest converting one for me. I show you in the video, but literally that template right there over the last year has got me over 250,000 leads. And I gave you that one as well, a bunch of other really cool ones there. So you can pick which one of those 6 templates you want to use. You click on the button, it copies it into your ClickFunnels account, and you can edit it. Okay, step number 3, you click on this little video of me and Jim. You click on that video, it'll take you to a page that gives you the software. It shows you how to use it. You're going to fill in that software, click in the blanks, click submit, and write all the copy for you. Okay, let's go back to the 1-pager. Oh, we just lost it. So again, the software you filled out, it'll write out all the copy. And then we can get back to the 1-pager here, hopefully. He closed the back button, so we can't get back. There we go. Oh, open a new window. There you go. Okay. Then you take the copy from Jim's software, you're gonna plug it into the ClickFunnels page, and then just basically go through the to-do list. After you finish the to-do list, everything will be done. Oh, step number 3, the other cool thing is, remember I told you here, typically I have a picture of my e-cover for the thing that the lead magnet they're getting. Okay, if you want, inside of 1-page, there's actually a really cool tool that'll build you out an actual e-cover. You fill in some blanks, click a couple buttons, and boom, it creates an e-cover that you can then put on your link or on your squeeze page here, or else give you 2 other resources of places you can get e-covers designed. Okay, I'm not a designer. I don't know how to design things. So you can either create it for free inside of one pager, or you can use some of these other resources. Like one is called Funnel Rolodex. Funnel Rolodex is a marketplace of funnel builders and designers who can design these things for you. Okay, if you're like, I don't want to do a funnel, Russell, I'm scared to death, you go to Funnel Rolodex, and there's again, programmers, designers that you can hire to build your funnels for you. There's also people who can do the e-cover for you there as well. Okay, there's other resources as well. But all that stuff's on the one pager. This is our gift to you. So if you scroll back at the top, again, when you get the one page, the first thing is watch this video. It's going to show the assignment and then go through the assignment. By the time you're done, you will have your lead funnel done and ready to rock and roll, okay? These 2 pieces will be done. You'll be prepared for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be building out the email sequence, plugging it in. And when that's done, then Friday we're going to be dumping tons of traffic into this thing, and your first set of leads will be coming through, and it's going to be fun. So with that said, my team's going to put the link down below. This is where you can get today's one-pager. Okay, again, 5dayleadchallenge.com/ClickFunnels. There's going to take you directly, it'll automatically direct you to this page, save the page, and now you have it inside your one-pager account, and you can go do the homework assignment and all the other things involved. That sound like fun, you guys? Oh, I've been having so much fun with these. Hope you guys are enjoying today's training and all these trainings so far. I'm super grateful, first off, to have the platform to be able to share this with you guys. Like I said, it means the world to me watching you guys have the aha moments like the very first time. Like I still remember experiencing a lot of these ahas myself, and I love giving them to you. So hopefully you had some aha moments. And now it's just doing the actual work. And the work's not hard, luckily. Okay, we started with the most simple funnel, a 2-step funnel. It's very simple, it's very easy. I gave you templates, we gave you software to build right the copy, we gave you software to build out the e-covers, all the things you need. Again, it's all on the one pager down below. So go to 5dayleadchallenge.com/ClickFunnels. It'll take you to this one pager, save it in your account, watch the video, do the assignment, and then we'll be meeting back here tomorrow, same time, same place, to get your email sequences written out and plugged in, and we'll be one step closer to the finish line. So with that said, you guys, thanks again so much. Get the one pager down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.